I'm going to show you how to make your very own threadling army as a hunter. Almost everything you use will be creating threadlings that will seek out enemies and deal extra damage. From our grenades, being able to summon 3 threadlings on impact and having 2 charges for 6 threadlings, to our dodge, being able to create a decoy, and when that decoy explodes, it's going to drop 2 more threadlings. And on top of that, on each weapon kill, we have a chance to spawn 2 more threadlings. And using the 6 coyote is going to give us a second dodge charge, enabling us to use 2 decoys, which, you guessed it, produce 2 more threadlings. As a last resort, if you use a finisher on an enemy, that will also drop a threadling. Threadlings are a little creature woven from pure strand matter that seek nearby targets and attack, dealing damage. There's a few different weapons in the game that have the perk hatchlings, which is going to allow you to create a threadling from precision final blows or rapidly defeating targets with non-precision damage. You can get hatchlings on your primary weapons as well as your heavy weapons. When you combine the hatchling perk with the strand fragment thread of rebirth, it will allow you to have a chance at spawning 2 threadlings on a weapon kill. Into the subclass, we're using marksman dodge to reload our weapons, but it's going to allow us to have our base cooldown of our dodge lower. As for our grenade, we're using the threadling grenade. This is going to allow you to throw your grenade and it's going to break apart into 3 threadlings, which will seek out targets. For our aspects, we're using Widow's Silk, which is going to give us an additional grenade charge, and Threaded Spectre, which Threaded Spectre, whenever you dodge, it's going to leave behind a decoy. Enemies will target that decoy over you, and if the decoy is destroyed, it's going to burst and drop 2 threadlings, which will seek out targets. You can also shoot the decoy yourself to allow it to explode to drop those threadlings earlier. As for our fragments, we're using Thread of Evolution. Threadlings travel further and deal additional damage. Thread of Rebirth, strand weapon final blows have a chance to create a threadling. Thread of Finality, finisher final blows create threadlings. And Thread of Warding, picking up an orb of power grants woven mail, which is going to allow us to take advantage of our artifact perks. And speaking of the artifact perks, you're definitely going to want authorized mods Strand and Melee, improved unraveling, increase the amount of damage dealt from unraveling targets, and Strand Soldier. Your strand weapon gain unraveling rounds whenever you gain woven mail while your strand subclass is equipped. On top of that, in the last column, you can use Conductive Cosmetic Needle. Targets affected by strand debuffs take increased damage from arc and void abilities. This is if you're in a fire team with people using arc or void, as well as squad goals. Performing a finisher while you have woven mail grants woven mail to nearby allies while your strand subclass is equipped. As far as our armor mod goes, in our helmet we have Strand Siphon, rapid strand weapon final blows create orb of power, ashes to assets, gain bonus super energy on grenade kills, and hands on, gain bonus super energy on melee kills. In our arms we have firepower, your grenade final blows create orbs of power, and grenade kickstart. When your grenade is fully expended, you gain grenade energy. Additionally, your armor charge is consumed and you gain additional grenade energy for each stack. In your chest piece, it's up to you and what content you're running. I use concussive dampener to reduce the area of effect. If you're up close, you should use melee resist, and if you're dealing damage from far away, you should use sniper resist. In your legs, we want reciprocation. Replenishes health each time you pick up an orb of power. Strand weapon surge to get more damage from our strand weapons for having armor charges. And absolution reduces all ability cooldown each time you pick up an orb of power. And pairing that in our class item, powerful attraction, whenever we dodge, we will pick up all the nearby orbs of power, which will replenish our health, abilities, as well as create that strand decoy. And after we dodge, we have Reaper, which is going to allow our next weapon final blow to create an orb of power. And Bomber reduces grenade cooldown when using your class ability, so we want to take advantage of our dodge as much as possible. This is a bit of a quicker build video, but I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure if you want to see more build videos like this one to subscribe or share it with a friend.